What is up, fishing fam? Stucci on the bank, back with another video. Alright, so today fishing in some pretty heavy winds. It's coming and going, but you know what, gonna make the best of it. This is bank fishing, early fall transition up here in the north, so hopefully we can get on something, get on a pattern maybe, or just get lucky. You know what, catch a fish. Let's get into it. Alright, so let's see here. Gonna start with a classic Texas rig, unpegged, straight braid, like a 3/4 ounce weight, just so I can kind of send it through the wind. Got a spine craw, the old Yum spine craw on this thing. So it's still gonna move some water, make a wee bit of commotion. I was out here fishing the other day, and you still have some bass up in this grass here, so eel grass, I reckon. Alright, so I got a bunch of cover in here, a bunch of eel grass. I'm just gonna like punch in there and just kind of drag it through. Hopefully by the time this thing reaches the outside edges of those grass mats, I'll have this sitting in front of a nice hungry bass. We got Bird Fam down there doing his thing. Nope. Start covering some water. So out here, geez, I guess in like this time of year, things can just kind of change really fast. It's like you might get on a bite one day, and the next day they might just decide to up and move, which I think is, or at least what a lot of people consider the tough part about fishing the fall transition. As opposed to spring, it's like, okay, so you have, you know, ice out, at least up here in the north, you have ice out, and then water temps will start to warm up, and that's when bass will start to kind of move into like feeding points before they hit the beds and start spawning for summer. That's a predictable pattern, whereas, well, fall still semi-predictable. Grass dies back, low oxygen concentrations, water temps start to cool down, they start to feed up. But for now, we're just trying to pin down this, the bite. Oh, yeesh. Keep feeling these little, that's gotta be rocks, can't be bites. Can't be tricking myself into thinking that there's all these fish. Yeah, it's got to be tiny fish, if they are in fact fish and not just rocks off the bottom. But it is what it is, and it ain't a fish on the hook, that's for sure. Hopefully we can change that. Alright, let's try a drop shot. My fishing ADD is kicking in, so if I'm not catching them on one thing, I gotta switch it up until I find it, which is bad because I don't really have a lot of options today. Drop shot, Texas rig, flip and jig. Hopefully it does the trick. Alright. Water's not deep over here. Or at least, geez, well, I mean, you can see usual water levels were like down like 2 feet, so fish will behave differently. Where are these fish at? Yeesh. Maybe I'll just have a wee seat over here and Now I'm dragging this really heavy weight here. It's hard to differentiate what the bites are when you're dragging this thing off the bottom, but I feel like the profile of bait matters. Yes, this might be like a nice little bite-size minnow kind of bait, but I think maybe a fluke or something a bit bigger might do the trick. If bass are still in that psyche of, I need to eat something that's worth my while. So we're gonna switch this up. Something. We're gonna switch this up to something. There we go. Fluke ting. A little bit bigger. Definitely all the makings of a nice meal. Seeing some bait fish just combing the shoreline, so they're still here. Food sources are still here. Yo, bird ting. What? That's a bite. Ooh. Or was it? Yo, fam. Yes, we are on. Just while I was, hey, let's look at the sky and see these birds flipping around and, flying around. This doesn't feel bad. But he's coming right to me, so we'll see. Bass is a bass, baby. Jeez, getting right in the weeds there, bud. Hey, not bad. Changed up the bait profile. It's like a 1.5 or 2 pounder. Oh, geez. All right. Let's not waste any time. Let's get this guy unhooked. Right in the top of the mouth, bud. Yeesh. Hey, I'll take it, bud. Happy with that one. Mwah. Kiss that fish. Send him on his merry way. Beauty, bud. Thank you for playing the game. And off he goes. Heck yeah. And my fluke is a little mangled, so we're just gonna cut the old head off. Ow. I'm just gonna keep working with it until there's nothing left. Alright, looks good. Let's get on another one. Let's get on a bigger one. More like it. Alright. So things I did that time: stop paying attention to the actual fishing, which constitutes for, I guess, fishing it slower. Fishing a section where there's like a little bit of a hump in between these 2 points. So there's some depth, there's a clearing in there, I know that, because I'm not dragging up a ton of weeds, so let's see if we can turn this into a pattern. Oh, that's a bite. Or is it? Oh my god, stop playing with my heart. It's like I reel in the slack and then there's just more slack. What's going on here? Is that a bite? Oh, it was. Jeez. This fish had it in its mouth the entire time. Hey. Oh man, don't I feel like a dummy. Reel in the slack. There's more slack. The fish has already got it and just moving towards me. And that was that. Little tiny guy, but mwah, love it nonetheless. Let's go, bud. Here you are. Thank you. Not bad, not bad. A little mangled, but that's okay. Alright, 3 for 3. There's got to be a school of like little 1-2 pounders out there. This feels like bites, but like I said, dragging this heavy weight across the bottom, it's hard to determine what the bites are or not. Whereas when you're fishing with like a lighter weight, you can just feel like this lighter tick or whatever, so you know that's just like okay. And then bites are a little bit more prominent, so it's easier to determine or differentiate the two. Yeesh, just dragging this off a couple big boulders down there, it feels like, which means I should probably be fishing around it because that constitutes a structure. Oh, goosey, fam. Yo, we're the squad. Ooh, is that a bite? Oh, that's a bite. Yeah, buddy. Coming up. Kind of just swimming towards me. And it's not that big anyway, so. Hey. 3 for 3. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. Things are getting ugly. Hey, little halfer. Hungry guy. Good on you, bud. All right, get fed, get them gains, bro. Come back next year. Hey. What did I tell ya? There's gotta be a school of them out there. I mean, they're not the biggest fish, but they are there. Alright, well, that is it for this video. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. It's been a blast getting out here, trying to figure out a pattern and getting on the 3-fer. So, the drop shot seemed to be the ticket today, but it might not be tomorrow, and that's what, the fall transition is pretty much all about, really. Figuring out where they go, what they're doing, what they're eating, and how to catch them. So, once again, thanks a lot for watching. See you in the next vid.